My name is Michael Atto with the Tela Collective, and today I'm going to be showing you how I shape my hats. Hopefully this video will be informative in the case that your hat gets misshapen or you want to try a different style, something like that. Before you start, you need to grab your hat as well as have a steam source. I like to use a steamer, but you can also use a pot of boiling water. So let's get started. Alright, so now that we got a steamer on and a hat ready to be shaped, we can start. Worth mentioning, if you're going to use a hat that's already been shaped, like this one, what I would do is I would push out all the shaping that you have so that you can have as good of a base as possible. For this hat, what we're going to be working on is a Raiders hat with a turn. So for those of you who don't know, the hat was worn off center on Harrison Ford's head. So what I do is I get a piece of sticky tape and mark where the middle is so I know. And then what I like to do is turn the hat so the pinch is going to land up something around here, about 25 degrees. So now that we marked off the center of the hat, now we can start to apply the steam. Now I like to use just enough steam to make the felt malleable, but not to make it where it just collapses on itself. Then I like to use my two thumbs and press into the middle and spread my thumbs out to where the dent should be. And you'll get something like this. Add more steam again. This time focusing on the front of the hat. And then keep pinching in, and then you really want to press in to where you want the center crease to be. Like so. Now that you got the shaping roughly where you want it to be, now you can kind of work on finessing it. Now this is going to come to personal preference. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the side of the hat at a time. And then I'm going to press in to where you want the crease in to go. And then you're going to press in. You want to get your fingers in there and kind of use that to guide where the side dent should crease. Like that, with the kind of a V shape. Now you want to hit the other side. And then press in and kind of do the same thing. Like that. Remove the tape once that's in. And now you can see a Raiders hat is being formed. Now for the center dent, what I like to do is I like to use my hand and make it kind of like a U shape. Then take that U shape and put it into the hat. And then with your left hand, you want to push it down and kind of squeeze at the same time to manipulate the centered crease to go a little deeper and bring in the humps together. So you get this lovely humps with the M. Now we move on to the back of the hat. Now the hat, the front should be higher than the back. So we're going to add a little steam and apply a little more steam there. And then I like to do is I just like to push it down and then make a crease in like that. what you can do is play around with the front to make sure that you are happy with it. One thing to note, it's called the M. So if you look at the hat from straight on, you'll see that it kind of makes this up and down effect. You want to make sure that you have that present on yours. So like take your 3 fingers again and just kind of massage the front of the hat to where you like it. Alright, now let's move on to the brim. When you buy a hat from me, it will always come flanged, and I will have had some degree of brim work done, but everyone's head is different. So what I do might not actually work with your head shape, and so you're gonna have to manipulate your brim to be how you like it. Again, what I do is start to warm up the front of the hat to do that snap down. And then grab your 2 hands and then grab the front of the brim and kind of bounce it down to allow gravity to help bring that front of the brim downwards like so. Alright, now to move on to the sides of the brim, use your steamer around all of the brim, all the perimeter of the brim, focusing on the sides and the front. Once your brim is warm enough, grab your hat like this, and with 2, hold the crown against your body, and with your 2 thumbs, press the brim down so it's snapping down. At the same time, pull back your hands so that the sides of the brim start to go up. And I like to hold this here until the hat is pretty dry and the shape is kind of set. So you steam around the perimeter of the brim again, and then you want to just basically set your hat in between those 2 blocks or objects. And I like to do is I kind of adjust where the curl is because it's going to set like that when it dries. Hopefully this video has been helpful in aiding in that process, freshening up the hat, getting the shape kind of how you want it. But yeah, thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.